ṣàwárí mi o, Erejuwa, ìyà mi ti tó. Ṣàwárí mi o, ṣàwárí mi o, Erejuwa, ìyà mi ti tó. Ìyà mi ti tó, bàbá ẹ̀gàn mi ti tó, Lene. Ṣàwárí mi o, ṣàwárí mi o, Erejuwa, ìyà mi ti tó. Mo wólẹ̀ mo gbàdúrà. Ọlọ́run mi gbé yánu dìde, ìyà yìí ti tó. Ó ṣàwárí Òbèdì, ó tòṣì ọjọ́ sí. Ó ṣàwárí Ẹ́sítérì, ẹrú di aya ọba. Ọlọ́run ṣàwárí mi. Ọlọ́run ṣàwárí mi o, kí ìyà mi dópin, òṣì mi dópin. Ẹ̀gàn mi ti tó, bàbá ẹ̀gàn mi ti tó. Ṣàwárí mi o, ṣàwárí mi o, Erejuwa, ìyà mi ti tó. Bàbá, Ọmọ, Ẹ̀mí mímọ́, mú ìyà yìí kúrò, ẹ̀bẹ̀ wò. Kárí jẹ lówùúrọ̀, ká bébí sùn lálẹ́. Ọlọ́run mi ò fẹ́, ìṣẹ̀dá mi kọ́ o.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. It's been a while. It's been a while. So let me see and be sure everyone is connected. If you are here, please just say hi to us on the live stream. I can see people connected. Anywhere you are, just say hi and let us know where you're watching from. And please, let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can hear me. Thank you so much for being a part of this today. We just have a very brief live stream, and I'm trusting God for the best. All right, so again, welcome. My name is Mary Boye. I'm the host on this show, and we have a couple of things that we're getting across to all Ilaje, and at the same time to everyone who is concerned about the situation in Nigeria, and especially the masses. This particular live stream is tailored especially for our new chairman, Honorable Sam Erejuwa. That's the new chairman of the Osopadec. I hope we know that, Ilaje people, home and abroad. We need to really get familiar with our leaders, because the condition of our nation, of our communities, is dependent on God, but it's dependent on God through these leaders. So it's essential we know them. It's essential we also let them know what is going on in our communities, and then let them be in the know. Okay, let them be in the know. We say often on this platform that there are possibilities that a leader who is highly placed doesn't have interaction with people at the lowest grassroots of the community. But to make leadership a dynamic one, they have leaders, representatives at the grassroots level who get information across to them right up there. But there are instances where the people and the need of the people are being heavily misrepresented by the people who represent them. And it is on this note that we are blessed with technology like the social media to blow the trumpet and sound um, a loud noise to everyone who has the capacity to hear us on behalf of the people who can speak for themselves. My parents are in the village. My siblings, a lot of my siblings are in the village, probably your own parents too. They don't know pass, go to sleep, go to church, sell their markets, do all those things. Um, if these communities are being neglected and things that are supposed to be provided are not, is these aged people and our lovely siblings in these rural areas that get directly impacted with these lapses. So it is essential that we get this across to every leader when there are lapses in the community. Um, Honorable Sam Erejuwa, God bless you. I say congratulations. That should be the first thing. Congratulations for your new appointment. And I hold a tenet. It's a personal philosophy that anyone who becomes a leader in any capacity is a privilege, an appointment that is given by God. I usually hold onto that principle. It's a personal philosophy, and I believe everybody in of most facets of lives we also agree to it, especially when they believe in the existence of the living God. Other people could have come into the position. Other people could have been there. I believe you weren't the only option, but you were just the chosen one within these years to serve the people. I define leadership as a service to the people. I read an article in your meeting that you had last week, Tuesday, in Akure. It was posted on a Osopadec blog. And they quoted you saying that leadership is not a period to enrich yourself, but to impact lives and impact the community. I fell in love with that statement. Now, if you run your tenure with that principle, it's not only God that will be happy with you, people will pray for you. There are leaders who have gone and passed, many who have sat on the seat you are, that people still curse them up to now. They are there, honestly. So this is like my first encounter with a larger community and a platform like this when we have a new chairman of Osopadec. In the past, probably, okay, I was not in the country, or I was busy with one or two things, or I was not in the know. But now I'm in the know, and I'm very, very concerned about what is going on in Elijah. We must not let our community be destroyed. That's why whatever we can do, in any way we can contribute our quota, let's do it to make sure that we lead a good life in Elijah. We have been blessed with a lot of natural resources, so we should manage those resources well so that we don't become slaves in the place that God has planted us. So I'll be addressing this brief live stream to the Honorable Chairman. Again, you're welcome. And let me see if people are connected and they can hear me. All right. I see people on the YouTube. Let me see Facebook. I see people on Facebook. Please, if you are on Facebook and you can hear me, kindly say, I can hear you. And I'm going to add a phone number that you may be able to call into the show. You should be able to call into the show and pass a comment where necessary. You can use WhatsApp. It will be cost effective because this is a number that is foreign. And if you are in other nation, you may be able to easily call in. Okay. I just posted that as a comment. Okay. So it's a calling. Thank you so much. All right. So let's continue with the show. So Honorable Otumba, let me call Otumba sir. Otumba Sam Erejuwa. Even when you don't see this live stream right now, I'm very sure this will eventually get to you. All right. So there are a few things I need you to take notes of as you embark on this demanding task. It's a demanding task. You have made one of your first outreach by visiting these communities. I saw a video. I have some copies of some videos of your last visit last week that you visited the Ugbo community. I don't know if you went beyond that, but I saw that, and that's a very good one. Before you can impact your community, you need to see for yourself what is actually going on. And I thank God you were able to see a lot of things. So a few things I need to bring across to you. It's easier for us to see that communities, Igbo communities, Igbola communities, the places we have interlock and all those things. There are areas that are not very feasible to people to see, but they are like in serious shambles. It's serious shambles. You see, the sand filling that was done some time ago in the Ugbo environs, there are side effects also on the community, especially Ugbunla community. Now, if you look at the area from that proposed stadium site, the proposed stadium site of Osopadec, down, that's that back of Ugbunla, down to the secondary school, that place is waterlogged, sir, because the sand filling or whatever government project that was carried out then didn't reach that level. So it was the main road environ and the environ that was sand filled. So it automatically made this region from that stadium area to the secondary school line to that place. It made it lower than the other regions. So all the water, when there is rain or maybe overflow of the river, it goes directly to the lower place of the Igbola community and the Ugbo kingdom. And there are houses in that place, honestly. So if there are no community members that have the ability to come over and tell you that when you guys are coming for this project, please pay attention to the neglected areas. Yes, I'm speaking on their behalf from the Ajigbade Lene television, that there are houses that get waterlogged. As we are talking right now, you visited one of the houses. I don't know how many, but the videos, as I know you visited one of the houses, you saw the water area. It is not that house alone. The Lene house, it is not the Lene house alone that is affected, or the compound that is affected. All the houses in that line from the stadium down to that secondary school, the sand feed was not there. They didn't get to that place during the sand filling. It's like a neglected part of the community. And there are houses there. I'm very sure some of these aged people that are in their houses that their children thought they put there, in a safe community every day. Boy, and Ojo Nisin is a large one. So people are really troubled. So, sir, as you've given your words, I pray the Lord will empower you with wisdom to be able to take note of these places. In addition to that, another thing I want to get across to you, I tag this live stream, beware. So another thing I need to get across to you is be a buffer share community in Elaje. I'm a being individual. And say one of our brothers, an Elaje man, Mr. Ojajuni, wrote an article. He did a compilation of the abandoned project in Elaje land. He did a very nice work. I don't know if you've seen that. It's all over in the internet. You can Google neglected. He posted it on his timeline on Facebook. So neglected region of Elaje, neglected projects ranging from Ugbo to Ayetoro. Mutishe live stream Kaniberi. We've done a live stream here when the last sea incursion happened in Ayetoro. I will never forget that. That memory is always on my head. I will never. It happened in the middle of the night. The sea entered, swept into the houses, carried children away from under their ibako. I will never. It's a traumatic vision to see when you see those people crying, looking for their babies. I will never, never, ever forget that experience. So, for us not to have this happening again, The sea incursion that happened, we were told that contracts, projects have been awarded, but were never carried out. Sir, this is another tenure that we have with Osopadec. For projects, for contracts to be awarded and not be executed, you need to pay attention to that. Avoid appointing contract, awarding contract to individual organizations. I want to plead that if it is possible, use the direct labor of the Osopadec Commission to carry out projects in Elaje land. They don't carry out, they don't do it. They don't. And see, you know all those houses affected also presently in Ugbonla community. From that place I said to that secondary school, a lot of houses are affected. In case of Osopadec comes with that, with the idea to compensate the people, maybe they should fix one or two things. Don't give it to individual family member. And he say, I'm telling you, no matter who is representing the community or representing anywhere, don't give an individual money to carry out projects in your community. Nigeria, we should know better. They don't do it. In fact, if you give, it has come so bad. I understand there's inflation in Nigeria. I understand there's economic crisis in Nigeria. Every available opportunity to see money, people embezzle it and run away. They don't remember that when you eat what does not belong to you, somebody is deprived somewhere, and it's a curse on you as they cry because of how they are deprived with what you have stolen. So, sir, Otumba, Honorable Sir Erejuwa, I'm for individual. Use the direct labor of the Osopadec Commission to carry out this thing. And by God's grace, this platform will be dedicated to talking about the project that you shall execute in your tenure. I give my words. Yes, I cross my heart. All the projects in your tenure, my name is Mary Boyo Omababa Lene Morani. I will come up there and talk about every success in your tenure. I've made myself your personal media or social media person. Okay, I don't need to be paid for it. I'm a volunteer for the development of the community. I do that even in the nation that I am. I love to see smiles on people's faces, and I believe that is true religion. I'm a highly religious person, but the Bible says true religion is to feed the fatherless, the widows. It's not to go to church. It's not. I don't discredit going to church, but that is not true religion. It's not the prayer. It's not the fasting. It's not the other things. True religion is what you do to people who are in need, people that God cares about, the fatherless, the widows, people who can speak for themselves, who are in need. God cares about all of them. No matter their religion, no matter their age, God cares about all of us. He created us. So when a leader comes in power, God rides on them to execute some of these things, to put smiles on their faces. So imagine that someone now comes from the blue, after God has appointed beautiful people with beautiful hearts. Go and reach out to the people in the community of Elaje, and somebody is eating the money. It's a curse. A lot of people who have been eating community money, go and check their life today. Gbadun. It's a one because the Bible says a costless shall not come. A lot of them, they cost themselves with what they eat. So again, sir, don't give individual money. Don't give for the community of Ugbonla. I'm not give individual money. People will write letter. Now that we have a new Osopadec chairman, people want to be good boys and good girls. They will start writing proposal, writing this. Approve proposals. But sir, put an eye on every penny you take out. The reason is this. By the time you eventually leave that place, let what you have done outlive you. It's very essential. Let what you do or what you will do in the Elaje community outlive you. There is this Elaje man. On a igbe interlock igbanwa NDDC. On a igbe interlock wa Igbonla. He did not award the contract to any individual. Abama say, you know nga hanilaje me rani no laje. Ilaje gan ebu omi tu ile bare se o ma bare to le wa da ina ne ji ho kono. Ila no laje me ma un se nga o. Ato Ayetoro. Gbamo interview nga ni Ayetoro. They told me in Ayetoro community. It went so bad that anga boys nga kurangajo, they will go and be getting sand to fill their sand. Ilaje banti me fa epo no jojuma. Hey. Go to the northern region of Nigeria where there is no single natural resources or where there are minimum natural resources. Their roads are attached to the forest. The leaders that have been coming, they develop their community in the next 100 years. If you decide, Lokano, if you decide, wo fe la kole ni no gbo ona ti to be. Ilaje ati me fa epo no jojuma o ma nga to me ku edonga. Eyi ese wa je but oju aje lo, so I don't know what to call it. So honorable sir, please pay attention to this thing. I personally will keep praying for you, and I believe people that you put smiles on their faces will keep praying for you. There's no need to be partial, and I know you are a learned person. There's no need to pay special attention to some people more than some people. Treat all of us with equal treatment. But let Ilaje develop in your time. Okawa ni bejosi. Ugbadi the contract in the billions. Mema. And those of you who eat from the money of bad leaders, some leaders will eat the money, they will give you some to shut your mouth. Generations will come back to speak. A lot of parents have laid down curses for the unborn generation. Baba dem ma Ọlọ́run janre kini e kúrò no aranga. It's there. Check those people who collected the billions in those days. Check them now, how they are doing. So Ilaje Egbedobaje. So our leaders were very soon we will do a political debate here. If the representative of each political party in Ilaje, if they accept my invitation and let them come and tell us what they intend doing by the time they are elected into these offices in our communities. Enough is enough of having leaders who will just come and our kasinga benipe ruanga leader remi sianga yani community. Don't mix it. It is a disaster. Ji Ilaje feed the whole federation. Ji Ilaje for ara in poverty. It's a disaster. The generation unborn, they are coming to ask us that in your time, what did you do? So it is on this note, sir, that I say, okay, let me come over here. I'll still try my best to get in touch with you. I'll try my best. Okay. So, but beware of all these things I've stated. I know they are the things you know. I just wanted to make it open. And I just wanted to let people know you. And the things you have said. You said that the abandoned project will be visited, the neglected. Now, Nigbonla, see Igbo. Samakpe, Igbanti Kondede Akini, all those Sanford area. Oh, yeah, just shade drainage. But since drainage, the waterlogged area that I talked about earlier, probably it won't be as bad as that. If it was not that, chairman, if it was not that you went to Igbonla that day, on the day that it was not raining, it is as bad as that. But you went there was no rain a day before. That's why you were really able to go there without, removing your shoes. It could be so embarrassing that you had to remove your shoes just because you want to do a survey, It's crazy, So, so the reason, I know you are aware of all these things. We just want to bring it to the public. Sir, be ojo abati approve. Okay, well, I say drainage ni Igbonla. Let your media personnel put it out there. We will do a follow-up. We will blow the trumpet. When they start, we'll let them know. The Ajigbade Lene television has a standard, media outlets We will go there with our cameras and take shots. Excuse me. We will go there with our cameras, take shots, and push it out there and let people see that you are working. You see, this is what a lot of politicians don't know. I don't refer you as politician, I'm just speaking generally, sir. Those who have political ambitions, you guys thought it's an avenue to enrich yourself and your family. You think once you are there at a blow, many of you are blowing. Many of you are blowing. Bien ba in your community. Ara blow do jẹ́ generation in the next 4 generations aka say pe unwa. Baba say yeah, sign in this money, you use it to feed your family. It's a curse. It's a curse. Some of you send your children abroad. Omanga, wanileno, malokumi bingalo, angomatenga no kenibe. Curse. It's a curse. You better be warned. I'm seeing some lovely people passing comment. Femi Sam, Ajigbade, ma bino. What is the Lene pronounce the beginning? Saying you have said it all. Thank you, Elijah. Yes, so the generation unborn will ask. Benny, that is my brother Doris Benjamin. So, Anjeja, pay attention, Sikini. Then Angoma Laje, now this is my message for you. Don't form ally with corrupt leaders, especially in the grassroots. So to the community say budget to yen. Bí Osopadec ki ba send you owó pé okay. An se báyìí, an to ka pín bo àwọn èyàn ya o ma lédè. An to ka pín owó. An ni put àwọn structures àwọn kini into place. Jo jẹ́ pé ji o ma ato mama nga, ji wo ji sọ pé aba mi ma ṣiṣẹ́ o. Ye mi ma ṣiṣẹ́ o. An to ka pín owó yẹn, ma ti pẹ́ tán, they become poor again. When you eat the wrong money, you will keep living on the level of poverty. So drainage for Igbonla community is essential to rescue our mama kangani line this waterlogged area. So to annual singer, our mama iti dagba, aka gbe kini, aka gban omi ni ile laje, ile owo. We sit on gold. We sit on those crude oil. I see it as gold. We sit on money. Yet we are almost the poorest community. It can change in your time. Honorable Sam Erejuwa, we need you to really, really be a leader indeed for the people. And I pray the Lord will honor you. And once you are done in your time, we will look back. I was talking about that our brother, DTC. You were saying interlock in Igbonla up till now. Interlock is gonna be beautiful. See how to impress anybody. The co-work about a lot of omale ye around. Co-work yajila ko ono kaya koje. Ibo anga ya omale toni community nga. Even when you pick out money out of pocket and you carry out project, they will come and disrupt you again. Probably they want to write to Osopadec. So when people carry out community services from out of pocket, they fight them. It's crazy. That's what is going on. On subsequent shows, I'll be telling you a lot of crazy things our people are doing in Nigeria. A lot of crazy things. Out of pocket project, government and commissions cannot do everything. There are some that you can do that I can do. Why should we be pulling down what we are doing individually because of your selfish ambition or selfish intention? It is destructive. Ọlọ́run mara uproot dédé ngami ba community wa ije o. Ó mara banish nga fún ara rẹ̀ onórúkọ Jésù. Níjọ́sí Sakiru. Hibo wa orúkọ rẹ̀ lè parẹ́ náyé nórúkọ àwọn àṣebàjẹ́ nílàjẹ́. Sakiru lọ abẹ́ni bẹ́jọ́sí ìṣọ́ọ̀sì kan. Honorable Sam Erejuwa, Hanga ya baje ni laje o. But ibo anti baje to yin hang on didi o didi gani be. People that will stand to say no, we have to do it. We have to do it. We have to develop our community. It belongs to anga bi boda mi la se interlock yen. Ojo ono ba ran ti oruko boda mi aba mi type well. Bi boda mi. A lè gbàgbé orúkọ rẹ̀ náyé. He may not look big physically, he may not have mansions all over the place, but they are blessed. Anywhere they are, anywhere he gets to, they are blessed. That is just the bottom line. They are blessed. So the hearts of our people in Elijah, the heart is desperately wicked. I don't know the rationale behind what they do, but it is strange. Sakiru church Zion Kapere Oregani Abegbonlani. Church your Kapere, just like we have in Ebola. And Sakiru law under instruction, whether I instruct or I instruct, he is the direct perpetrator of that evil. Oh, that young, what your law enga. Ati me ko we no what your law enga. Zakiru went there and they pulled down the church building. They said they wanted to reconstruct it because when we started talking about it, they quickly went to gather some people together and they were talking about it, why they demolished it. They said they wanted to reconstruct it. The pew in the church, aga, the dire hujoti bade dire. Me maboya tabe nwe ono kaimi wa ajajan wa. So today, ara ansu fe again. Try it. De nga kokuti makpolon re ba mi jaba yin. Ese individual. Olorun re ba mi ja. You will see. You will see more. Let me see if I have more comments. Those on YouTube. Oh, we have more people on YouTube. YouTubers, you can comment if you want to have any question, and if you want to call in, you should be able to call in. So this is exactly what I said. Let's get across to you, sir, the new chairman of Osopadec. So as time goes on, we'll be coming up here. Development in our immediate community will be taking it across to you. They are very corrupt. A lot of them are very corrupt in Elijah and Nigeria generally, and people around good leaders. Sir, I saw that one of the videos of your visit to Ile Babalene. You met an incident that day of a man, one of the employers that was trying to destroy things that people were working on out of pocket, and they were calling your attention to it. I'm an analyst, a journalist. I'm certified in this work. I carefully studied you, wanting to know who you are truly. As you were going downstairs and they were calling your attention, you stood, you waited. I still have the video. You waited, you wanted to turn, but I saw another young man, I think on blue, Hero ati Buba Okorin. And you had your entourage there. They didn't see any security porosity or any security issue there. So you could go, you wanted to go back because your heart, you have that heart to serve. You have that heart to do the right thing. But the people around you may pressurize you. So, sir, be a man that will take your stand in a world of wild wind. Make your walls your bone and stand by them. Don't get distracted. This one will come by this side to say this. This one will come by this side. Anything anybody will say, sir, that will make you neglect any other person, there is tendency that thing is not right. There's tendency that thing is not right. What that young man did that day, out of pocket projects should be celebrated more. We can't leave everything to the government. And it is honorable when you start constructing, when things are getting old and getting bad. It is honorable. So that is what I've come to tell you. I will say more as time goes on. Thank you so much for joining me. If you just viewed this live stream, share if it's convenient for you. Um, if you have a connection with the new Osopadec chairman, don't trouble him. Let him see this. I will also personally look for a way to. I know he will see it. All right. So, and I pray for him. Another thing I note about the African community is that a leader who stands to say, I will bring reformation, they attack them, both physically and spiritually. They do. And on a bigger, I remember one of Nigerian presidents who came within 3 months. He started reforming. He dragged dollar against naira. He dragged it down. Naira appreciated. He dropped petrol price. That's the late President Erejuwa. It was obvious that that man had a good heart. And he was coming to do something. Hey, well, fine, you will say health, I'm your health. So a leader who is doing well, you pray for them. You pray for them, just like you curse some of them that don't do well. So please, I don't encourage you to curse them. May God change their hearts, okay? But we can't keep suffering for the negligence of some individuals. Ilaje does not belong to a single person. That you become a leader doesn't mean Ilaje belongs to all of us. But our leaders, they will take us out, they will bring us in. Again, I've said this over and over again on the live stream. Ọba Ìjẹ̀jí ìlú Àdàgbòrò, a lè gbàgbé rẹ̀. Mo máa ń pè á try best ní àti jẹ́ pé já pa orúkọ Lene rẹ̀ kàn án nẹ́bí up till now, èlè parẹ́. Èlè parẹ́. I try. Ṣùgbọ́n it's possible to ro ṣe rere pẹ̀lú a lot of our fathers. Abawa nínú Ìlàjẹ, àti ṣe Dídínà, Bàbá Máfọ̀, Baba, a lot of them. I'm sorry, I don't know so much. A lot of Olugbo now, a lot of leaders in Ayetoro community, I bet to be dinga like that have impacted their communities. They spent their lives, they spent their resources, their time to build this community. It's a generation warrior for. So that we should build and let these things become better than when our fathers were alive. The Bible says the glory of the latter will surpass that, of the former. That is how it's supposed to be. Let's put our efforts together in unity, in love, and let's rebuild Ilaje. Let Ilaje become, with the money that is coming out of Ilaje to the whole federation of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Be worried like as London, man, develop like a community in London or Mediv. So I'm a wo gel in the period you see, our eyes are red. If you misbehave, you will pay for it. Anybody in the community. And anytime you notice any threat to the peace of the community, report this to the designated authority. And I pray the Lord who has put us in Ilaje will keep us and give us the grace to build our community. He will keep our leaders for you. I also pray for Otumba, Sam Erejuwa. The Lord will give you good health, wisdom to play your role within this period that he has given you the opportunity to be there. And it shall be well with you and all your household, all the larger people and our communities and our leaders, our good leaders, in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. So to recap, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Mr. Ogufemi Ogoluwa, thank you. Honorable Dele Omagbemi. But I mean, mo need that payment. Honorable Dele Omagbemi, that was the man that brought that interlock you see in Egbonla. A true son of his father. Many people may not celebrate him. He's a hero in Ilaje land. One day, a day is coming when we shall be putting the names of our heroes on gold, on marbles. This man will be shortlisted no matter where he will be at that time. This man will be shortlisted. He's a hero in Ilaje land. Adede amalaje nga imi celebrate nga bad leaders. Ono ka je leader 10 years where ri ngose wo ye ti fe kun where pe iwa omalire. A leader is on a seat where a single development in what she still wo fe kun we ma pa ma le leader yen ga. Oh my God. Ama ka se bayi o, amalaje ama se bayi o, agbanju de bayi lo. Even in the entire Nigeria community, we're about to go for the presidential election. Those of you celebrating the parties and individuals that will just give you some money to shut your mouth and masses are suffering, listen to me. It's a curse. Don't be a part of that. If you don't pay for it now, you're coming back to pay for it later. Honestly, you better be careful. I'm telling you. So please, let's watch some of these things. So now another shout out to Otumba Sam Erejuwa for his timely visit to Osopadec mandate areas. Okay, thank you. All right, so yes, we talked about him. So yeah, I think let me reply that comment. Leader that actually has something to do will go out of his comfort zone and visit these mandate areas where he knows that, oh, this is my primary assignment. A lot of leaders are in their offices in Akure or other government offices area. I'm signing in and out. Ibo signing and their primary assignment have been neglected. Still now, we won't forget a bad leader and we will never forget the good ones. So that is all I have to say. So, Honorary Sam, Otumba Sam Erejuwa, we will keep you posted. You remember, I've appointed myself to work directly with you. So, about projects. So, once I hear about a project being given out, I'm coming out here to talk about it. Again, sir, to summarize our live show today, I'm a more individual. Ilaje ni se won aba fun owo se. I'm a more individual. Igbonla drainage, Igbonla use the direct neighbor of the Osopadec Commission. Don't give any community leader money or some political personnel who are really desperate. They just believe, some of them know you and they believe that, Baba today or what today. That's what they believe. That kind of poverty mentality. Don't give individual money. You see, there are some leaders in the community that you could out of pocket say, have this, sir. Some religious leaders, some other community leaders, you could visit the Olugbo to say, this is the gift from me, manga. You could do all these things. But sir, anything that has to do with projects, if it is just to buy a cup of water for the community, don't give individual money. They won't do it. There are a lot of Elijah leaders who can hear me right now, who has given donations for the development of Ugonla and other Elijah community out of pocket. They did not use it. They did not. Yes, decades. They did not. They and they did not. They did not. A year after building it, after me for Sakiru. Community. Wow. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'll be seeing you other times by God's grace. God bless you. All right? Bye.
Sọ̀rọ̀ mi o, níbi táyé gbàgbé mi sí, tí wọ́n rò pé àánú parí fún mi, Ọlọ́run ṣàwárí mi o. Ẹ̀gàn mi ti tó, bàbá ẹ̀gàn mi ti tó, ṣàwárí mi o, ṣàwárí mi o. Ogun àdáni dúró, ogun àdínì lọ́wọ́, ọmọ Ọlọ́run yá mi yá wọn, ogun àdáni dúró. Ọmọ Ọlọ́run yá mi yá wọn, ogun àdáni dúró. Ogun àdáni dúró, ogun àdínì lọ́wọ́, ọmọ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run yà mí àwọn ogun adánidúró. Ogun ìdílé bàbá mi àti ìdílé ìyá mi tó fẹ́ lọ́mọ̀gò ayé mi, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ bá mi ṣẹ́ wọlé. Ogun tó jà bàbá mi àti èyí tó jà ìyá mi tó fẹ́ lọ́mọ̀gò ayé mi, Èdùmàrè bá mi ṣẹ́ wọlé. Ọmọ Ọlọ́run yà mí àwọn ogun àdánidúró. Ogun àdánidúró, ogun àdínì lọ́wọ́. Ọmọ Ọlọ́run yà mí àwọn ogun àdánidúró.